Hey, it's Ty Screams, and I'm about to give you a recap of what happened on season 48, episode 6 of Survivor. We're on the Siva beach, and Say straight up tells Cedric that she does not want to talk with him. Cedric tries to explain what happened to everybody at Tribal, but Say is still upset. But ultimately, everyone's just happy that they're still there. Boats arrive to all the beaches with a note that says, "Drop your buffs," and they'll all be convening on the Loggy Beach. They all arrive and greet each other, but then walking up to camp, they come across a plaque explaining the challenge for the following day. Also included that there is an advantage somewhere near camp. Everyone scatters, and while Charity is tailing Say, she notices the advantage and runs towards it. But Say comes out of absolutely nowhere and jumps in front of her and secures the advantage for the challenge. David and Joe talk about drinking a gallon of whole milk a day, and Eva introduces herself to everyone. Everyone starts to break off and discuss their alliances and making sure that they're still strong. Eva and Joe, Kyle and Camilla, and then Camilla, Mitch, and Charity all check in. Charity shares that Eva has Star's idol, and Eva should be the target to break up the alliance. Charity then goes to Star and says that she should ask for the idol back, but Star worries about the optics of that. It's the aforementioned challenge where the merged tribe is actually going to be divided to run an obstacle course and then finish a puzzle at the end. The winning group gets a feast, but not immunity. The winning 6 will then compete in an individual challenge for immunity. Because Say found the advantage, she gets to skip the obstacle course portion, go to the feast, and then compete in the individual portion for immunity. They start the challenge and it goes back and forth until the puzzle where purple makes it there first. Cedric struggles getting to the top of the wall, but that doesn't stop Cheyenne and Mitch from trying to catch up to David and Camilla on the puzzle. It's neck and neck, but Orange is not able to catch up, and Purple wins the feast and a shot at individual immunity. The winners plus Say must now all balance a ball on a pole, and in regular intervals, they will extend the pole until there was one person left. Chrissy is the first to drop during the second live transition, followed by Camilla and Mary. Say then drops, then David, prompting a showdown between Kyle and Star. They're both wobbling, but Star's ball falls first and giving Kyle the first individual immunity of the season and the first one who has a secured spot in the merge. The merge feast looks amazing, but they quickly get into talking strategy about who should go tonight. Star drops Charity's name and Chrissy drops Eva's name, but Say is just sitting back taking in all of the information she's getting. The losing group also gets to talking, and Charity is trying to find out who the vote is, and she's debating between Eva and Say. The group comes back and Say tells everyone in detail what they ate. Star then comforts Cedric, who is feeling like he let the group down, and she talks him up saying that he's safe. Say starts to drop Eva's name and she gets word of it, which then flips the vote to Say. Cheyenne sees the issue with voting Say is that it keeps Siva at 6 members, so everyone isn't sure who to vote for. It's the first tribal as a merged tribe and the tension is high. They all talk about how there's a lot of people on the beach, and Mary relates it to them all being dogs at a dog park. Charity makes an odd segue into saying that people weren't talking to her and that she's worried, but Star relates it to being a big family and that sometimes you just don't like certain family members, but at the end of the day, you're still family. Aside, there's also a lot of laughing and giggling and dancing at this tribal, which is like super fun, but it feels like the calm before an absolutely insane storm. They then get to voting. Star throws the marker on accident and Jeff tallies the votes. He reads them off and it's Say, Charity, Cedric. Say, Charity, Say. Say, Charity, 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 and that's enough. Charity becomes the 6th person voted out of Survivor 48 in the final pre-merger. Jeff then congratulates everyone and gives them their new buffs and then sends them off as a merged tribe. Overall, not a super exciting episode, but you know what? I still liked it because you know what? Not every episode can be high strategy, high stress. So I'm really glad we got that little bit of a relief because I do feel like the rest of the season is going to be a roller coaster. But what do you think? Tell me in the comments below. Also be sure to like, subscribe, and tune in next week for another recap of Survivor.